Hey guys, it's Jonathan Stout here today to talk about wedding photography. I can't do these scripts. I have a script in front of me. It's the first time I've ever done it. No, I want to talk about 5 reasons why your photography hasn't taken off in the way that you really want it to. And this isn't one of those cheesy things, because if I had known this earlier, I would have been making way more money and being full-time quicker. So the first reason might sound actually really funny because it involves your pricing. And one, it's probably not because you're pricing yourself too high. It might be because you're pricing yourself way too low. It's really funny because I thought I would be giving everyone a huge deal by pricing myself at $700, and that didn't work at all. No one was wanting to hire me. No one was even, like, they would look at my price and they go, oh, okay, good, you're an amateur. It's really funny because that doesn't make sense in your mind, because you're like, obviously I want to give them a good deal. But what actually ends up being translated is your product sucks, and that's why it's so low. And that's why I would recommend either after doing your first or second wedding for like $400, raise it to $1,500 immediately. $1,500 or $1,000. But you have to put it over that 100, like the 900, whatever. One, because you got to understand that you are worth it. You are worth that time. And then also you have to make sure that your brand doesn't look like cheap crap. I mean, you'd be kind of sketched out if your Ray-Bans, your authentic Ray-Bans, were online for $20. So there's your first reason, is your pricing. It can really throw you off. It threw me off for the first 2 years. 1 to 2 years. And then I got with a buddy of mine, and she basically said, you need to raise your pricing because no one's gonna want to buy from you. This one, like, I don't want to take a jab at you, but are you actually going above and beyond? Because as we all know, like, going above and beyond for your clients is maybe staying an extra hour late, maybe arriving an hour early just to get those shots. When you say that you're doing an 8-hour day, maybe do a 9-hour day, just to kind of show that you really care about the clients and stuff like that. I do that a lot. Like, I'll say I'm shooting like a 6-hour day, and then I'll give them an extra hour, and they feel so good about that. And so I always get like a really good review. And also, it's just like one of those things, like, going above and beyond for every client will build you the best rapport you've ever had in your entire life. And it's so sick when, like, you get an awesome review that's like, Jonathan Stout, like, went super far and beyond, and, like, you know, was like Buzz Lightyear the entire time. Dang it, I was trying so hard not to make that reference. But really, when you're doing the best that you possibly can and letting them know that you really do care about them and how you work and what you're offering and what you're giving to them, even, like, because, you know, there will be that client that probably won't want to pay your full package, but will end up really wanting that, like, 6-hour or 8-hour day, and then you give them like a 9-hour, and it just really goes that extra limit, and it's really cool. So there's that. The next one is when your clients are done with you, that's not the last step. After you deliver the photos, that's not the last step. The last step is getting a review. And without reviews and word of mouth, your business is nothing. Your business is still an idea without any reviews. Even though you've gotten tons of photos, everything, nobody knows how you are. Nobody knows how you shoot. Nobody knows how you are. Like, is Jonathan fun, or is Jonathan serious and mysterious? Is Jonathan kind, or is Jonathan a butthole that likes being a butthole? God, that's gross. And reviews just really help, and so does word of mouth. So, like, even, like, at first pestering your clients and being like, hey, I would really love a review from you guys, that helps. And it only takes like 2 seconds. Just be like, hey, would love to know how I was doing on your wedding day. I think I did great, but you guys let me know. Don't say that. Don't ever say that. Don't be cocky on yourself to them. Another one that I found, it was really scary to clients to hire a wedding photographer who had, like, no work of wedding stuff. And this, I kind of have 2 answers. One, shoot a wedding for free. I think that is ideal. because it gives you a day, and then like if you screw up, it was a free wedding. Not to say like go up and like have the worst wedding you've ever done ever, but also like understand that it's okay if you mess up because it's like the first wedding. Yeah, either shoot it for like your free wedding or do styled shoots. And styled shoots are super great for like just building up kind of like a lookbook for how you're wanting your weddings, like how your weddings look when you shoot them. Some people think it's dishonest. I think it's kind of cool because you have full control and you can take as many pictures. It's great advertising. So you can do that, and then yeah, just shoot a lot. You shoot a lot of couples and engagements, and if you haven't gotten a wedding yet, just do a lookbook, or not a lookbook, do a style shoot, because those help and they're really cool. And I haven't done one because I kind of forced myself into do a wedding, but anyway, so there's another reason. The last one that I would say is confidence. Confidence is a tricky one because you don't want to come off arrogant. Confidence is showing up, knowing your prices, and knowing that you are worth your prices, and not really backing down. I've had actually decline a few weddings because they wanted me to go down on my pricing, and I had to stay confident and say, you know what, I'm so sorry you can't afford that, but that is my price. And there is a bit of like going above and beyond. You gotta get mixed in depending on like if you think that's a client that's really gonna spread the word about you, or if it's just a client that you really just want to, I don't know, go above and beyond for. That way you can like kind of mess with that rule, like not barging on your prices. And this is you giving your pricing with confidence, is saying, hey, here are my prices. I would love to shoot your guys' day. I think it's going to be awesome. Just kind of give them your spiel of why you do weddings and all that. But don't give them anything extra. If they're talking to you, they like your photography. If they're talking to you, that means they want to hire you. Don't just start throwing in free stuff just because you're nervous and you're uncomfortable. Please, God, don't. Learn from me. I remember I shot a wedding, and I was so uncomfortable with them wanting to hire me. And I was like, you know what, free engagement. And they're like, oh, cool. And I was like, you know what, here, free album. I just was like having Tourette's and like throwing everything in that I possibly could. And you don't need to do that. If you want to, feel free, but don't, like, if they're talking to you, they want to hire you. So I just want to say, like, go and be confident. Get your pricing right. Get it to where it's like above 1,000, and it, you know, and that way you can start there so your brand looks like it's worth it. Get reviews. Go above and beyond for your clients, and then also like build your portfolio. And that was honestly like the stepping stones that I learned years in doing photography, and I wish that someone had told me all that stuff sooner, and I wish I had known that information. And that's a lot of the reasons why your stuff isn't really taking off. Another tip for you guys, if you shoot like your first free wedding, get in contact with that wedding planner. I have had a lot of my work done, like I've been able to do a lot of weddings because I know a great wedding contact and a wedding planner, because she was wanting to build a team of photographers, videographers, and she built it. And I was part of that because we just clicked so well. So if you're shooting a wedding, and also just like be great to the vendors, like they're there, like work with them. Get some photos of like the vendor stuff, and then also like send them to them. Be like, hey, I saw this stuff. I thought it was great. Like, your flowers were awesome. Your cake is fantastic. Here you go. And then they're going to use it on their social media, and then your name will be attached to it, because you better require them to tag you in the freaking photos. Do it. But then also, like, just really get in contact with that planner. Be like, hey, I would love to know if you have any more weddings. If you need a photographer, I'd love to be a reference, and I'll reference you to other wedding couples who are like needing a planner. So it's really just like helping other people out, also like kind of bringing you both to the top. But really, that's all the advice I have for you today. It seems like, because of this lighting, I'm actually really impressed by this lighting. If you know me, you know I have like a really slow build with YouTube. I was on it super active like everyday vlogging, and then I got rid of all those videos, and now I'm like wanting to do tutorial stuff, kind of, you know, leaving it open. So this is going to be like the start of that, and I'm really excited because I'm really passionate about this stuff, and especially teaching other photographers, videographers, whatever you are, how you can get a leg up in getting your wedding photography and videography business up and running, because it is such a great job. It's so fun and it's so fulfilling, and if you're a people person like I am, it's the best job ever. Like, there's nothing that compares to it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you could like and subscribe, and if you had any questions at all, or if you just really appreciated the video, let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to be there talking with you guys. But anyway, thank you again so much for watching this. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. All right, bye. So I'm recording the video, and I noticed I wasn't looking at the camera lens. I was looking at the camera monitor that was showing me. Yeah, okay, I haven't done YouTube in a long time, okay? So quit judging me. Continue to watch the video. Oh yeah, watching on the next video. And here's my mic. It's off camera. It's off the side. It's a Yeti. 'Cause I'm a peasant. Yeah, so we're just going to be talking for a second, because this is what? This is the news with Jonathan C. Stop. I'm just going to put it right there, because you can't see it, because it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. I'm the king here. Get back to center. 1, 2,